All right, we're about ready to get things started here. I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday night so far. Everyone's been having a great start to the week. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for my work week to end. That's what I'm waiting for. Which I'm exhausted from today. I had to throw truck, so that was fun. Yeah, because you know it's getting close to like spring. Well, it's already spring, but it's getting close to like also summertime. So we're getting a lot of like lawn care stuff. And off this truck today. So regarding all the boxes that I had to, you know, pull off each wall and throw on the thing, I had to pull out like, well, actually, I actually didn't end up pulling it out. My coach ended up doing it, but there were like 6 pallets of nothing but charcoal. On top of that, a good chunk of the parking lot is already being filled up with pallets of like, you know, potting soil, fertilizer, you name it, it's out there. And yeah, it wasn't too bad, aside from the fact that I pinched something in my lower back. It doesn't hurt anymore, but it was not fun. On top of that, there were just so many fucking brake packs. Oh my god, there were so many. Oh yeah, and on top of that, the distribution center straight up sent us a tote of claims in it. Literally in the middle of the freight wall, there's just a tote with 2 busted open cases of olives. I'm just like, oh, thank you, DC. Go fuck yourself. So that's how my day's been. Actually, it wasn't too bad after truck unload. It was relatively smooth. But, I can't really think of anything else to talk about. That's basically it. So tonight, the more I think about it, we may actually be on finale for God of War. Because, okay, I've been playing the games on my off time, so like I already played through God of War 1, and I just beat Chains of Olympus, last night, and I'm playing through Ghost of Sparta right now, because those are the next 2 games I'm doing. I'm not jumping straight into God of War 2 next. I'm doing Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta, even though Chains of Olympus takes place before God of War 1, and Ghost of Sparta takes place after God of War 1. You know, they're really short games. Like, Chains of Olympus is only like 3 hours long, I realize. So, yeah. I might not even have to do 1 part, or 2 parts of Chains of Olympus. Maybe not even. I think Ghost of Sparta is slightly longer. I'm not sure. I'm still playing through it. And also, because I am playing, in case it wasn't obvious already, I'm playing these games on emulators. The only game I won't be playing on an emulator is God of War 3, because I actually have that on PS4. I have the remaster. So I'll be playing that version when we get to it. But for the games prior to that, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, not really for Chains, but really for Ghost of Sparta and God of War 2, I am using imported save files that have like all the treasures and the costumes unlocked, just to save me just, you know, try and make things go by a little bit quicker. I even did it for God of War 1, but I didn't know how to import saves until after we had already done part 1 and part 2. But for like God of War 2, for example, I'll be playing through the game normally. Is just that I'll be playing it with like the really good armor costumes that you get, and I'll be showing them off if tonight doesn't end up being the finale. I will be showing off the costumes and all that. for God of War 1. I also want to go through a couple other things too, because there's a lot of like interesting behind the scenes stuff that I want to show off. Yeah, chains, I'm not gonna use the costumes on. I am just gonna play that like from start to finish as is. Ghost of Sparta, I will be playing it with the really good costumes. Same with God of War 2, and the same with God of War 3. Minus the important saves, because I think the remastered edition of God of War 3 comes with all the costumes, because I didn't know this, but in the original release of God of War 3, all the costumes were DLC, which was kind of stupid, and it kind of sucked. But yeah, I'll be showing some of those off after. But anywho, we're in the Cliffs of Madness. I forgot how short of a section this was, because it's really only like a couple of things. Oh, you know, I almost forgot. Before we get things started, you know, I gotta give a shout out to Night Ride FM, your 24/7 synthwave radio. They also have, hold on, they have an app on the Android store, as well as a website that you can go on called nightride.fm. They also have a Discord server that you can join as well, so you get any and all updates and releases regarding any and all things synthwave. On both the website and the app, you can switch between not just Night Ride, but they have partnered up with a bunch of other radio stations that play subgenres of synthwave. So they got stuff like chill synth, data wave, space synth, dark synth, and horror synth, as well as EBSM. And if you are a streamer, they have something called the Stream Free Archive, which is basically, you know, playlists of songs that they have that are stream free. I've used it in the past. I've not gotten VOD muted on them, so it does work. And on top of that, it's really good music. Like, come on now. What more could you ask for? But yeah, that's about it. So make sure to go check them out. That's nightride.fm, your 24/7 synthwave radio. But just remember, everyone, just remember, this is not a sponsorship. This is just a thoughtful shill. So, we've come to this point. All right. Already, with the slaughter. Love it. Well, there's a little Athens in the background still being burned down. Oh yeah, I forgot. God of War 1 still uses R2 as its thing. You just watched a retrospective video on this? Oh, nice. Who was the person that did it? Might honestly be interested, because yeah, I might be interested in watching it at some point. Golden Bowl. Okay, I will look. Hold on. There's a lot of, oh, I like retrospective videos. I just like any videos regarding like old games and all that. Like shit. It was not necessarily retrospective, but a while back, Cat Icarus, he did a video on Bubsy 3D, and in that video he brings up the fact that the developers of Bubsy 3D went on to get rebranded as Bend Studios, and there were also another company, I can't remember the previous name, but basically this company went on to create the Siphon Filter games for PS1, and they obviously, like I said, they got rebranded to Bend Studios, which ended up developing the Uncharted games on PSP and no, I think it was PS Vita. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's an hour-long retrospective. I already love this. I'm gonna have to save that for later. His whole Ratchet and Clank series on every game, including Rift Apart. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, dude, I highly recommend you play God of War 1 again. Like, granted, the later games are definitely, like, much better. Because there's just some, like... So God of War 1 is fun. It's ridiculously fun. But God of War 2 and onward add so many, like, quality of life changes and all that. Like, for example, you know, I'll be getting more into that when we get to... Hell, they start as early as the next game I'm doing, which is Chains of Olympus. Like, they change, you know, using R2 as the tapping button to circle. They give you the ability to actually, like, drift fastly across, like, tight ropes and all that. There's just a lot of small things that the later games add on that kind of make this game obsolete, but this game is still ridiculously fun to go back to. Especially when you do, like, all the extra shit that you can do and play with the costumes and all that. Yeah, which ability are we getting up to? Oh, yeah. King. I've heard a lot of good things about King of the Castle. I have to play it at some point. Oh, you know what? I think I was trying to level up Army of Hades. Oh well. I've already committed. Do-do-do. Motherfucker. On. There you go.
The rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
If I remember correctly, I think this just takes us back down to the other save point. Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm at, a little bit tired of hearing the same musical cue, honestly. Oh yeah, also, I didn't realize this, but when I was playing this game on my off time, I didn't realize I missed like maybe 2 or 3 secret chests in the Challenge of Hades. So yeah, that's a little bit of an oops. They were just like secret red orb chests, but I'm still kind of like a bit disappointed in myself for, you know, missing them. Hold on. Oh, nice job, me. Hold on. I'm gonna head back because I can't remember if where the fuck does that area by the save point take me? Shit, hold on. Fix something. There we go. Oh! My bad, buddy. I forgot you were there. Oh, okay. You know what? This is where we were supposed to get the first amulet. Oh, damn it. Ah, damn it. All right. Well, that's an oopsie on my part. I was underestimating the time it takes on that. Oh man, okay. I thought I missed that. I was about to be pissed. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of jumping the gun a bit there. Might as well go ahead and grab this chest while I'm at it. Oh. I thought that was an alternating. Yeah, I'm gonna be craving some magic. Oh, I didn't know there was a Minotaur here. Hold on a second, Minotaur. I gotta look at the necklace. Oh, fucked up a little bit there. All right, so anyway, you guys like Tetris? Like my soul has been shattered, your path forward is fragmented. Rebuild my soul and open the path. Also, this little block here, we don't need it. Not one bit. This block, it's a fluke.
path before Kratos was clear, but still, the memories came rushing back, as familiar and permanent as the blades chained to his wrists. Memories of what he'd done in the name of Ares. Memories of how he'd become a servant to the god of war. A beast, his humanity robbed and replaced only with the will to murder. No one was safe. Entire armies fell before Kratos and the soldiers who followed him on his unending path of conquest, all in the name of his master. Those who offered resistance of any kind were dealt with quickly.
They've built this temple to offer prayers to Athena! This entire village stands as an affront to Lord Ares! Burn this village! Burn it to the ground!
Emboldened by the god of war, Kratos' army was ruthless, feared throughout the world for their brutality. All that mattered was conquest in the name of Kratos, their great leader, who had become near invincible. He feared nothing. But there was something about this temple, something forbidden. All his instincts told him he should never cross its threshold. Never step inside.
Beware, Kratos. The dangers in the temple are greater than you know.
But the village oracle's warning fell on deaf ears. His ambition would not be denied. All who opposed him would die. In that instant, the glory he had reveled in turned to horror. The image of his two final victims would stay with him for all his days. With that act, Kratos knew he could no longer serve his master. He had but one calling now, the death of Ares. He would murder the god of war.
Ares, you will die for what you did that night.
I need to get health. Because I am running dangerously low. The Architect's Tomb. Push that one over yonder. I appreciate you for waiting for me. My health. Hello there, big boy. Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't even realize there was another pup. There's another one. Jesus Christ. Get out of here. You're not welcome. Oh my God. There we go. bust that open. Yeah, don't mind me.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Oh, you know what would be a really fun idea? If and whenever they decide to port the original games on PC, you know what would be really fucking fun? God of War Randomizer. I could see that shit going fucking wild. Like, instead of getting Poseidon's Rage at the very beginning of the game, you get Army of Hades or some shit. And also, it's like, oh, first enemies you fight, not undead. No, you're facing the Cyclops, baby. Just like random stuff like that. I can see that being really, really fun. Do this little doodad here. Oh. That's quite strange. Just yeah. We're still good. Okay, cool. Never mind. What's these? What are these? Ooh. Blueprints? Very, very blurry blueprints. Sketches of the many traps that fill Pandora's temple. At the bottom of each sketch is the name Athos Verdes III. Or Verdes. I don't know. I actually don't know how you're supposed to pronounce his name. But I just love how this is basically just, at the end of the day, concept art. It's cool though. I like it. The note reads, "Tried to stop me. She said the gods were fools, that I was a fool. She may be right. But they came to me. They believed in me. She had to be stopped. But now they are gone. My entire family cannot go on." Yeah, so that's the architect. And I assume this is his wife, of which I will be taking the head of right this very moment. Well, admit, it's kind of weird how a lot of the doors in this place involve using the heads of, you know, the family members. Your family members to be exact. But, you know, it's like an early day facial scanner. Oh boy, here we go, another spiral staircase. Oh, wow. Game actually had to load there for a minute. Oh, right there. Right there, boys. We're getting close. I didn't think enemies could disrupt that. Oh my god. What is this? It is an image of a man battling Zeus himself. It is an image of the future. Some foreshadowing there. It's kind of crazy though that they were hinting at like they were hinting at God of War 3 all the way from the first game. That's a little crazy to me. Here we are. Statues of the three gods, the three brothers, Lord Hades, Lord Zeus, and Lord Poseidon. There it is. Pandora's box.
Kratos, your quest is at an end. You are the first mortal to ever reach Pandora's box. There is still time to save Athens. You must bring the box back to my city and use it to kill Ares. Return to Athens, Kratos. Return and save my city.
Look so confused about the whole thing. Down we go.
You must bring Pandora's box back to Athens, Kratos. You cannot defeat Ares without it. You must bring Pandora's box back to Athens, Kratos. You cannot defeat Ares without it.
The Temple of Pandora has been solved. The door will not open again for another 2,500 years. Why exactly that many years? Does the box have a charger? Does it have to reset? Is that its charge time? Like after it's used once, oh, we gotta wait 2,500 years for another mortal to be able to use it. Which has very weird implications, especially with the sequels. Obviously, I know they retconned a lot of shit from this game with the sequels, but, you know, it's still fun to think about.
After 1,000 years, Pandora's box was at last freed of its confines. Kratos had found the means to destroy the god of war. Far away in Athens, Ares knew Kratos had succeeded in his quest.
So, little Spartan, you've recovered Zeus's precious box, but you will not live long enough to see it opened. I will see to that. Goodbye, Spartan. You will rot in the depths of Hades for all eternity.
As the life began to leave Kratos, his thoughts returned to that fateful night.
Ooh, would you look at that? He's been impaled.
Even in death, the memories, the visions would not fade. For how could he forget spilling the blood of his own family? cruel trick orchestrated by the god of war.
My wife, my child, how? They were left in Sparta.
You are becoming all I'd hoped you'd be, Kratos. Now, with your wife and child dead, nothing will hold you back. You'll become even stronger. You will become death itself.
But as the flames consumed the temple, Kratos realized his true enemy was the god who once saved his life. The same god who had now taken everything from him.
Ares!
From this night forward, the mark of your terrible deed will be visible to all. The ashes of your wife and child will remain fastened to your skin, never to be removed.
And with that curse, all would know him for the beast he had become. His skin white with the ash of his dead family. The ghost of Sparta had been born. In the end, in death, he had failed. As the minions of Ares claimed Pandora's box, Kratos' life faded, and his cursed soul was cast into the fires of Hades. And Kratos fell into the underworld, the river Styx beckoning below, the currents strong enough to carry even the strongest mortal to his eternal resting place. But Kratos had no intention of resting yet. He intended to live, to return to Earth and complete his quest.
Let go, fool! You won't drag me down to
Oh, hey, it's you again.
There is a task left for me above. I will see it completed.
You again? Oh.
Bye-bye. Also, like, did Ares really not expect Kratos to just turn tail against him? Like, you had the guy kill his own wife and child. So... yeah, Ares not the brightest god in Olympus. Also, yes, we're in the underworld now, so looking a little bit bloody. He ran the underworld. Yeah, when I played this on my off time, I forgot how relatively short this section actually is. I think a lot of like my initial run-throughs of this would have had to deal with actually something we're about to be doing in just a moment. Area. Probably my least, another like pretty least favorite part of this game. We have these infernal looking variants of the enemies now. Yep, a lot of it has to deal with this fucking section right here. These spinning balance beams with blades on them. Which I believe, okay. Unfortunately, obviously, the VODs don't exist anymore, so I can't really go back and check. But back a long time ago, when I used to stream Fall Guys as my Friday stream, I made a reference to God of War in one of those streams because I can't remember if it was like one of the newer obstacle courses they released, but one of them has an obstacle course where it's basically you going onto this like spinning balance beam that has these obstacles on them. And I believe I made mention to the fact that it reminded me of this particular section of God of War and how much I hate it. Oh shit! Ah, fuck. There's one reason why I hate this. God fucking. Ooh, no. I didn't mean to do that. I almost fucking quit. Oh, no. I hate this. I hate this part. It's much easier going forward on these things than it is going backward. Oh, fuck off. Shit, my foot. Come on, come on. Come on, Kratos, you can do this. Come on. Oh man, I hate this part. Words just cannot describe. Oh my lord. Oh my god, I thought I fucked up right there. No! Oh my god! At least I appreciate the game for having very thoughtful checkpoints. Don't get that too often. Oh, the harpy's stuck underneath the platform. You see its flapping little wings. Oh, come on now. I'm gonna wait. Alright, hell yeah, we're good. Oh, damn it. No, that's fine, because I do kind of want to... Because I know I've done my other playthrough. It is very possible to get across without getting hit by these arrows. Difficult, but possible. Yeah. Oh, now that I think about it, I shouldn't use it here. Damn it. Bro, fuck off. Oh, yep, there we go. Did I not just get... I seriously just did not get any red orbs from that. Damn. Fuck me, I guess. God damn it. How? Oh my god. That was fucking annoying. I always hated this section. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. Nope! Fuck me. Oh, god damn it! Myself in the same ass situation. God. God, I should have jumped. I should have jumped. Nope, hold on. Oh. Oh my god, dude. Thank Christ. I think that's the last one, too. Nope. Yes, I want to save. I don't want to go through that bullshit again. Oy vey. All right. How odd. Oh? Hello there, Gravedigger. Oh. Neat.
Ah, Kratos. And not a moment too soon. I only finished digging just a moment ago.
Who are you?
Now that is an interesting question. But for now, you must hurry. Athens needs you.
But how did you know I would?
Athena isn't the only god keeping watch on you, Spartan. Complete your task, Kratos, and the gods will forgive your sins.
How very strange. Yeah, we are basically at the final stretch of the game. I think it's literally just like a couple of enemy rooms and then we're there. Ow. Oh, fuck. Alright, let me get your red orbs. Thank you. Bros, I need y'all to stop. Yeah, so this is another area where I kind of like, I missed a couple of red chests, because there was one at the very top of the like near the waterfall that I missed when we're on the timer to go save the Oracle. So yeah, messed that up a little bit, but oh well. It is what it is. Oh shit.
Kratos, return, but too late. Ares has taken Athens. There is no more hope. No hope. Ares is victorious. We failed.
Kratos had traversed the desert of lost souls, bested the deadly traps of Pandora's temple, and escaped Hades itself. There was but one task left.
Zeus! Do you see now what your son can do? You cast your favor on Athena, but her city lies in ruins before me. And now, even Pandora's box is mine. Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
Kratos, returned even from the underworld.
Is this the best you can do, Father? You send a broken mortal to defeat me, the god of war?
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally opened. The power of the gods unleashed.
You are still just a mortal. Every bit as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you've created has returned to kill you.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos. Your final lesson is at hand. Prepare to join your family, Spartan!
Damn, I completely forgot I muted myself. I didn't really talk too much. But I was gonna say thank you for the red orbs, Ares.
I have taught you many ways to kill a mortal, Kratos. Flesh that burns, bones that break. But to break a man's spirit is to truly destroy him. Do you recognize this place, Spartan? The location of your greatest failure? Perhaps there is a chance you can undo the deeds of the past.
The nightmares that had haunted Kratos for the past 10 years had now taken form and substance. His past stood before him.
Kratos! What's happening? Where are we?
By the gods, can this be real?
Oh shit.
Ares! There is nothing you can put in my way to stop me! I will save my family!
Come on, go faster.
Kratos
Oh, there we go.
had done the impossible. He had saved his family.
Kratos, please take us home.
Do you see, God of War? You took them once, but you'll never have them again.
You cannot save them, Kratos. You gave them up in your quest for ultimate power. There is a price to pay for everything you gain.
Not that price. I didn't want them to die.
No price is too high for what I offered. And you rejected me. A god! Now, you will have no power, no magic. All that is left for you is death!
Oh, not again.
You should have joined me, Kratos. You should have been stronger.
By the gods.
The battle was not over. The gods, it seemed, had a final gift for Kratos.
I still have allies in Olympus, Ares. Now, you will see how strong I am.
God, I remember having so much fun doing this boss fight as a kid. Just the fact that, like, you grew to Ares' size and just basically had this giant-ass kaiju battle, it was cool.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan!
Uh-oh. Did the game actually freeze? Hold on. Hold on a minute. The game did not just fucking freeze. Yo, what? Hold on now. That did not just fucking happen. How? It's a... All right. That's, really now? That's fucking wild, dude. All right. Shit, that fucking sucks. I have to redo that boss battle all over again. Hold on. I gotta find something right quick. Huh. Wow, that is fucking crazy. I was not expecting that. Shit. Oh no, I gotta redo all that again. I'm actually not entirely happy about that. Fuck, if that happens again, I'm kind of screwed. It's so wild because it never happened on like the last on the playthrough I was doing on my off time. So that's weird. Alright, well, since we already basically got through a majority of those cutscenes, this is the only good thing is that I can just go ahead and skip these cutscenes, because I've already done them. I've already seen them.
Kratos had traversed
Oh,
the desert
shit,
of
I
lost
can't,
souls,
let's skip 'em.
bested the deadly traps of Pandora's
Okay.
temple,
Guess
and
we're
escaped
rewatching this.
Hades itself. There was but one task left.
Zeus! Do you see now what your son can do? You cast your favor on Athena, but her city lies in ruins before me. And now, even Pandora's box is mine. Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
Kratos, returned even from the underworld.
Is this the best you can do, Father? You send a broken mortal to defeat me, the god of war?
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally opened. The power of the gods unleashed.
You are still just a mortal. Every bit as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you've created has returned to kill you.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos. Your final lesson is at hand. Prepare to join your family, Spartan.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Is that the best you can do? You are no warrior. Realize you have already lost, Spartan! Why do you resist me, Spartan? You are no warrior. Why do you resist me, Spartan?
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Awesome. really wish I could skip these. I hate it.
I have taught you many ways to kill a mortal, Kratos. Flesh that burns, bones that break. But to break a man's spirit is to truly destroy him. Do you recognize this place, Spartan? The location of your greatest failure? Perhaps there is a chance you can undo the deeds of the past.
The nightmares that had haunted Kratos for the past 10 years had now taken form and substance. His past stood before him.
Kratos! What's happening? Where are we?
By the gods, can this be real?
Daddy!
Ares! There is nothing you can put in my way to stop me! I will save my family!
Alright, here we go. That was fucking weird. All right, there we go.
Done the impossible.
Oh
He had
man.
saved his family.
Kratos, please take us home.
Do you see, God of War? You took them once, but you'll never have them again.
You cannot save them, Kratos. You gave them up in your quest for ultimate power. There is a price to pay for everything you gain.
Not that price. I didn't want them to die.
No price is too high for what I offered. And you rejected me. A god! Now, you will have no power, no magic. All that is left for you is death!
Oh, not again.
You should have joined me, Kratos. You should have been stronger.
By the gods.
The battle was not over. The gods, it seemed, had a final gift for Kratos.
I still have allies in Olympus, Ares. Now, you will see how strong I am.
All right, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna see if there's like. Yeah, I'm putting the save state here just in case the game, you know, freezes up again. I don't want to have to redo all that, so. I rolled out of the way, dude. Oh, now you want to play regularly. Oops. Accidentally hit the mountainside. Hope that doesn't cause anything terrible. There we go. Woohoo!
Remember, Kratos, it was I who saved you in your time of greatest need.
I haven't forgotten, Ares. I remember how you saved me.
That night, I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
Kratos had done the impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more.
Dude basically blowing up with the same power of a nuke.
The city had been saved and would thrive again. The same could not be said for Kratos, for as he sought to rebuild his soul with the help of the gods, the truth was revealed to him.
Athena, rid me of the memories that haunt me still.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you. We promised your sins would be forgiven, and so they are. But we never promised to take away your nightmares. No man, no god could ever forget the terrible deeds you have done.
In the end, knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, Kratos made his way to the bluffs overlooking the Aegean Sea.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope.
Back at the beginning of the game.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness. The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed.
I love if the game just resets right then and there. Beginning back on the boat.
Borne aloft like a feather, Kratos found himself risen from the sea and placed on solid earth.
You will not die this day, Kratos. The gods cannot allow one who has performed such service to perish by his own hand. Ares' tactics were brutal. His path of destruction had to be stopped. But now there is an empty throne in
Hey, Shadow Sense, thank you for the resub tier 1 for 19 months. The gods said, not today, Kratos, baby. Yeah, they sure did. They said no to him a lot. But sorry for talking over that. Basically, Athena's like, yeah, so we need a new god of war. So, yeah, you're the best candidate for that, for some reason. Below you see the bloodied sword used to kill Ares, the god of war. But your demons still haunt you. The gods have decreed you will not die this day. Yeah, and so we have the blades of Athena.
Your battles are at an end, Kratos. Your journey is over.
How you doing, Matt?
Take these steps to Olympus, and your place among the gods. Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward.
How do they now? Oh! Mount Olympus! Stair of gold. A lot of gold. Oh. Editing Sea of Stars video? Hell yeah. Yeah, man, you're not gonna believe this. The game actually fucking froze during the Ares boss fight. I got to the second phase where you have the Blade of Olympus, basically, and I clashed with Ares and the game froze. So I was like, huh, maybe emulators do actually mimic the PS2 games a little too well. Because I remember that happening on our copy a lot of times. So I actually had to do a fucking save state just to make sure it didn't happen again. You gaze upon the bones of your defeated foe. You are finally free of your servitude to this insane war god. Also, it's a long ass time, but both of these statues are completely breakable. When you break them, you basically get a secret series of numbers and all that. And if you beat God mode, I'm already letting this off now. If you beat God mode, you get a 1-800 number, and if you call it, you basically get the voice actor for Kratos, basically telling you, "Hey, congrats, dude! You fucking completed the game on God mode." And I think the director, David, he like chimes in and Kratos fucking kills him. Because it's meant to be Kratos answering the phone. It's funny. You can find the audio of it on YouTube. It's hilarious. This is the throne of the God of War. Take your rightful place upon it. What if I don't wanna? What if I don't want to become God of War? Ever thought about that? Oh, fucking, oh well.
And from that point forward, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
Congratulations! You have conquered God of War. Now attempt God mode. No. Maybe for the future, but not right now. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's God of War 1. Still a fucking great game to this day. Obviously, the sequels do a much better job at adding, like, you know, like I said earlier, quality of life features. I'll be getting into those when we get into the next few games. Obviously, as I said before, I am not jumping directly into God of War 2 just yet. I'm going to be doing the PSP titles next. So, the next game I will be doing in the God of War franchise is Chains of Olympus, which takes place before God of War 1. So we'll be seeing what Kratos is up to before he was tasked with killing Ares. And after we do Chains of Olympus, I will be doing Ghosts of Sparta, which takes place after God of War 1. I don't know yet how long Ghosts of Sparta is, but I have to check Chains of Olympus again. But I believe Chains of Olympus is only like a little over 3 hours long. So I might honestly just do a whole ass stream of just Chains of Olympus. Like, I'm not even gonna bother separating it into parts. So yeah. Whether or not I'll do that on one of my late nights or whatever is a whole other, you know, that's a whole other discussion. I'll see. We'll probably do it next Tuesday. Not sure yet. But yeah. There's really no reason why you shouldn't play these games at least once. I'm still holding off. And if you're doing completionists, I don't know. I have to look at my RPCS save time because it said like 3 hours I was at. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. But yeah, I'm still waiting to see if and whenever Santa Monica will release these games on PC or not. They released God of War 2018 on PC. So what's the fucking hold up here? You're sitting on money. And even though I did come to a saddening realization, because I'm also going to be playing God of War Ascension after I do God of War 3. And apparently that game you cannot really emulate. So I am unfortunately going to have to bite the bullet and pay for Sony's premium PlayStation Plus membership just to do Ascension, which I fucking hate. But it's something I'm going to have to do for that playthrough. So yeah. Also, cool little thing there. All that gameplay footage, making that cool little portrait of Kratos. And he will return. He absolutely will. But, we're not entirely done yet. Firstly, I do want to show off, these things right quick. So, obviously, this game had costumes for, like, basically New Game Plus. You have the Aerosol Classic Chef of War. Each costume does like different things. You have Chef of War, Bubbles, which is ridiculous, Tycoonius, Dairy Bastard, and the best armor in the game that you want to get, but it's a bitch to get for one particular reason, is the Ares armor. You can only get the Ares. So basically, what this does is that it doubles your stats and it doubles the amount of orbs you get, whether or not it doubles the amount of red orbs you get, your green orbs, and your blue orbs. It also doubles your armor, so you take less damage. You are gonna want to get this, but you're also gonna not want to get this because you can only get this costume if you complete the Challenge of the Gods mode, which is like 10 challenges that are extremely difficult and also bullshit in some circumstances. I have done it before on the God of War Ultimate Collection on PS3 years ago. Doing the Challenge of the Gods took me like 3 fucking hours. And I've discussed in one of the previous parts as to what took me so long. But I did it. I pulled my hair out. I almost broke my controller too. But I did it. And to be honest, the reward is kind of worth it because you get the best costume in the game. I was doing my off playthrough with this armor. I only have it because, as I said before, I did import a save, which is why I did for the other games, because I will be using... There is an armor equivalent to this in each game, with the exception of Chains of Olympus. I will be using the God armor for all the other games. Just giving everyone a heads up. So, yeah. But we're going to go into the treasures, because there's a couple things I do want to show off. We're going to do deleted... You know, let's do deleted levels now, because I always remember... I just love seeing, like, prototypes, like, early builds of God of War. It's really nice. You are going to hear commentary from David Jaffe, the director, so bear with him.
This is our sort of batch of things that you didn't get to see that...
I remember I watched this maybe one too many times.
Time permitting.
As a kid.
So here we go. Okay, now this is actually... This wasn't a deleted level. This was the prototype that the team put together. I don't even know what the date on this is, but you know, 3 years ago, and it was really just to get the basic mechanics, not even tuned or anything, but you know, you could run, you could swim, you could swing, and if you look at this level a little bit, you'll see we certainly didn't reuse any of the main art, but
you also get to see like level concepts that never made it into the game.
The rope swinging mechanic, and a lot of this, so you'll recognize if you've played the game and remembered the game, you'll recognize some of the level when you pull into Athens at first. This bottom section.
It does kind of look like Kingsfield.
And
God, that's a game I haven't thought of in years.
We actually just sort of ripped these out directly from the demo and built the Cliffs level, the Cliffs of Madness, or the Cliffs of Insanity. I forget what we ended up calling it. God, it's amazing to see this little guy running around. He looks so not like Kratos. That guy there was the original Cyclops who's dying, who just never really looked like a Cyclops. He just looked like a big guy with a stick. And then this was the room, the only room that we built that was like the final room, and everything else was kind of rough. And I remember
low-key, I kind of want them to release this prototype build.
Man, this looks awesome.
Because I think it would be kind of fun to play.
How are we going to get, you know, all the levels in the game looking as good as that? And I don't know if we ended up getting them all looking as good as that, but I think we came a lot closer than I thought we would. This level's pretty cool. This was our test level for the Icarus wing. So when Icarus and Daedalus, the Icarus story where he flew too close to the sun with the wings that he had made, and the wax melted and he fell to his death. That was sort of the inspiration for the mechanic. And I still love this. I absolutely wish this had made it into the game. We just, you know, it really came down to time and going, you know what, let's focus, let's get our fighting really good, and let's get our platforming. The
birds are happy with the flying stage.
Working, and maybe we can come back to this, and as is often the case, you just never have the chance to. So I'd love to see something like this, you know, in future God of War titles.
Which we did in God of War 2.
It's just fun. I mean, it's fun to fly around. And what was cool about this is it wasn't just a flying level. It was, you know, you could land and you could walk around, and it was very a seamless experience versus, you know, now it's time for the flying level. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I look at this now and I'm like, damn, we should have gotten that in. Awesome. These were the original Harpies. They were a lot bigger. They still read better. They look awesome, but we just realized we needed more of like a bat-like, small, like little annoyance enemy. These guys played like the skeletons, basically, flying versions of the skeletons, and there just wasn't much of a difference in gameplay, so we ended up kind of shrinking them down and making them bats. And this was what we call the mountain
Honestly, though,
level, which
if
is
they do a
Kronos, the
remake
giant titan in the
of
desert.
God of War 1,
And sadly,
I
right
want
now,
them
the
to
only way
make
you get on the
this, because
Titan is,
this concept is
through a
fucking
movie.
cool.
And originally, this
Looking
was how
back
it was
at
going to
it.
be. You see this big thing that's like a big watermelon in the background. That's actually Kronos. And Tobin, the designer, he's got him kind of moving towards the player, and those things that are falling are like mountains that are crumbling and stuff. So it's kind of like Kronos is rushing towards the player, crawling, and you're trying to run ahead of him in these platforming sections so that you can ultimately jump onto the structure that's on his back, and that'll lead you up to the temple. And I still love that idea. I really, really wish we could have done it. And it was just, we showed this to the tech guys, and we showed it to the artists, and they were just like, dude, that's going to take forever. Was the original boss.
Another concept I want to see come back if they do a remake.
Look at that, that's awesome. That originally guarded Pandora's box, and again, we just didn't have time. And I know it's lame that that's the one thing I regret about the Pandora design, is that there are no bosses that guard the box. You have the Minotaur boss down below, and then we've got this conveyor belt section, and that's kind of it. And we just ran out of time. This was originally pretty cool. It was, you know, you had this moving platform up above, you had this giant kind of harpy vulture in the center that was guarding the box. And she had these eggs scattered all around the level. And in order to sort of entice her to fly around, you'd have to go find her eggs and break the eggs. And you'd kind of take the little baby birds inside and you'd kind of carry them around and use them as bait. And again, not only was it kind of a cool mechanic because you were slower as you carried these things around, but also I think it really helped with the character of Kratos. I mean, here he is, you know, cracking open eggs and ripping out little infant birds and using them for his own desires, and really pissing off this mama bird. I thought was pretty cool. So here's just another quick idea. These are just almost like little sketches for levels, you know, where you have a big open environment and then you've got the walls come down and it becomes a maze, and you either do something and the walls come back up, or it's on a timer. I mean, we did tons of these things, you know, where I'd have an idea or a designer would have an idea, and it was like, you know, try something like this. So this level is actually a level that we went so far as that we showed the press, we got it in magazines, and this was really a hard cut for us to make, and especially for me to make. I love the mechanic of it, and I love the platforming and the concept. And the concept was that you're riding this elevator, and you know, if you get knocked off, obviously you'll die. And if you get off the elevator, the idea was it was going to originally be being chased by this massive sandstorm. And the elevator was really the only thing. It was sort of a magical elevator that protected you from the sand. And if you got off the elevator would bypass you and the sandstorm would engulf you and kill you. And the two things we didn't have time to do is we didn't have time to tune it, and we didn't have time to build the sandstorm. But what I loved was this whole idea of, you know, getting off the elevator and having to catch back up with it. So, you know, you'd have these little forks in the road, and either you'd be forced, like coming up, you'd be forced to get off the elevator, or you could choose different paths. And if you took one path, it was more combat heavy, one path was more platform heavy. And as you can see, I mean, we had this pretty much finished from a standpoint of the art and the setup, but we were missing the big sandstorm, and we were missing the tuning time to really make this fun, and so it ended up getting cut. This I love. This was great. This is great. I love this for the elevator. Now it gets smaller. I guess we talked about putting this in the actual, see, they suck. Whoever played this couldn't keep up with the elevator, but that was the whole idea, trying to keep up with the elevator. So it's tough. It's really tough when you have to cut ideas that you're really passionate about out of the game, but you do so you can make the other ideas that you do have in the game shine even brighter. So it's sort of a constant process, or it's a constant aspect of the process that's just a really tough thing that you go through, but I think it's worth it because it makes the overall product better.
I think an interesting thing too with that last bit there with the elevator is kind of, you could argue that was like the precursor to the when you're in the underworld, you're climbing up that like cylindrical like thing, and you got those razor blades coming at you. I guess you could say it was kind of like a precursor to that. But yeah, no, a lot of really cool ideas. If they ever do a remake, would love to see some of those ideas brought back. Specifically the the Pandora boss fight stuff and fighting this giant harpy. That'd be really cool. But the next place we gotta go to before I end things off for the night is Character Graveyard. Welcome to the Character Graveyard. This is where all of God of War's rejected characters go to die. It's literally just like a little area you can look at like previous designs of like the enemies and shit. It's really cool. I like it. I originally wanted the Centaur to be a hellish nightmare style creature. In this first design, you can see he's wearing a tribal war mask. He also has all of his skin stripped off, so you can just see tendons, meat, and veins. But as you can see, we just didn't have the texture resolution to pull this idea off. Instead of being creepy and nasty, it looks muddy and unfinished. So we ended up scrapping this idea. And they have like fucking 7 different Cyclops designs. A little crazy. This is our first pass at the Cyclops. We scrapped it because, as you can see, it sort of looked like a frog. It was a totally non-threatening design, and I'm glad we killed it. Cyclops version 2, Red Eye. We were having a hard time getting the single eye of the Cyclops models to read. It was really hard for players to see that the model only had one eye, so this model was an attempt to bring the single eye concept to the attention of players. However, this attempt fell short, it just looked goofy. It kind of sucks that even in our final Cyclops, the one in the game now, still doesn't really look like it has just one eye. Ah well, maybe next time. Version 3, Human Face. I really like this guy. It creeps me out because it looks like a human face stuck onto this beastly body. The thing is, it didn't really fit the vibe of the game. Instead, the Cyclops came across as sad and human. I actually felt sorry for it. Version 4, Cartoon Cyclops. This guy felt too cartoony for the game. This version is more like a character you'd see in a T-rated platformer. Version 5. Honestly, this Cyclops design looks straight up out of Warhammer. Like, looking back at it now, like, I could see this being, like, in a Warhammer game as like, an orc. Version 5, Action Figure. This version was pretty neat, but it was just too cartoony. It felt like a toy. The skulls on the chest made it feel like one of the accessories you get when you buy an action figure. Version 6, Patchwork Cyclops. Now this guy was nasty. I still think he was pretty cool. Looking at him now, I'm wondering why we didn't use him. I'm sure there was a good reason, but I just can't recall. Sure, the eye looks bad, but that could have been fixed. But the body texture is really cool. Better keep this guy in mind for future projects. He's great. Oh, and the fucking Kratos designs. Version 1, Giant in a Diaper. This was a placeholder of the hero. We needed something to put in the game while we were still looking for the design of Kratos. The model was always meant to be a throwaway model, but even so, I have no clue why the artist chose a model of a fat guy wearing a diaper. Boy, if Kratos only knew what he looked like way back when. Version 2, Medieval Warrior. Yeah, World of Warcraft 2. I can see that. This model looks too medieval for the ancient Greek setting. Still, I like this guy. I think he's kind of cool. There's something very heroic about him that works for me. Version 3, Dreadlocks. Our first art director wanted this to be the hero. I could tell he was really into this design, so I tried to support it, but it just didn't sit well with me. This model is not brutal enough, not vicious enough to be the star of God of War. I'm glad we changed it, even though I think it pissed off the art director. Version 4, Cool Armor Kratos. This is my favorite design for Kratos. We could not use it, however, because there was too much detail in the armor. when we put this in the game and the detailed backgrounds, the hero did not look very good. Maybe if we make another Kratos game on more powerful hardware, we can use this cool outfit and it will look better on newer technology, which they did end up doing in God of War 3. In God of War 3, one of the costumes you can use is this variant of Kratos. It's actually the costume that uses the same it has the same effects as the Ares armor and the God armors in the other games, where it doubles your armor, doubles your red orb intake and all that. So they did actually end up using it in a future game. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm trying to get Kratos in like a way that doesn't block the model. Version 5, blue tattoo. Looks more purple, but okay. This is almost the final Kratos design. I really wanted red tattoos with white skin, but we felt that color scheme was too cliche, so we decided on blue. It was blue for a while, but I just could not live with it. My gut said red tattoos were the way to go. Looking at it now, I'm glad we changed it, as I like the red tattoos much better. Oh yeah, shit, Medusa's T-posing for dominance. Medusa version 1, quintuple feet. The main thing to notice is her feet. In the final game, she has no feet, just a tail. Animating 5 feet slithering all around just proved to be too much. Also note that the character has nipples. She was created at the start of the game, and all the female monsters had nipples. And the Cyclops even had a penis. I really wanted the monsters to come off like wild animals, like things you would see at the zoo. So I thought those elements helped. At the end of the day, we got to keep the nipples, but we lost the penis on the Cyclops. Or Cyclops. Rip the Cyclops penis. Skeleton version 1, old school. Inspired by the action-adventure movies many of us grew up with, this is our first skeleton/zombie/undead soldier. End of the day, we felt this was just too plain of a design for today's audience. It was a hard call, as this simpler design really resonated with those who had grown up with the adventure flicks of the 1970s. Don't question it. Don't question how Cyclopses procreate. It's not important. We wanted God of War's characters to be more original, so we scrapped the idea. Skeleton version 2, helmet head. A really great design. I love the skeleton head and how the bone itself is shaped like a Roman/Greek helmet. In the end, cool as the design was, it did not look all that good when we got 5 to 8 of these guys on screen. So we went with something simpler. And that's basically it. That's all of the character designs from God of War 1. Really cool shit. I like stuff like this. It's crazy, you know, looking back how games back then used to have all this cool shit that you could unlock after beating it, like how the game was made. Like, look at all this. Look at all this stuff that you got just for completing the game. And what do we get nowadays? Fucking nothing. Hell, I didn't even realize this until like a few days ago, but I forgot God of War 2 was a 2-disc game on PS2. Disc 2 was for all of the behind-the-scenes stuff, because they want to make God of War 2 as big of a game as they could. Like, that's how big it was. They dedicated an entire second disc to behind the scenes. And we don't get that now with games these days. It's fucking wild to me. But, yeah. That's basically it. So, once again, I'm doing Chains of Olympus next. And, yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and start, you know, I'm gonna see if there's even anyone. There isn't anyone to raid. I'm not surprised. It's almost 3 in the morning. So, yeah. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining me on this little trip down memory lane. Obviously, we're not done with the God of War series just yet. We are continuing on. I already said what I'm playing next, so I won't repeat what I said for fear of sounding like a broken record. But for the rest of this week, ladies and gentlemen, we got more Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing this Thursday. We just finished Mass Effect 1 last Friday, so we are continuing that series by starting Mass Effect 2 this Friday. So that should be fun. And this Saturday could be the finale of Darksiders Genesis. Not entirely sure. Honestly, I do actually have to get in touch with Pei and see if we are good to go for Saturday or not. We shall see. But, yeah. With all that being said, if you guys enjoyed what you have seen and you haven't already, don't forget to follow over here on Twitch, turn on notifications for whenever I go live. There are links below to follow me with Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads so you get any and all stream updates and announcements that I may have. There is also links to my YouTube channel that you can subscribe to, because that is where I post the VODs for the Mountain Blade Monday series, as well as the main playthroughs I do for the channel, and shorts, whenever I get shorts. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you all have a terrific Tuesday night, evening, morning, whatever the case may be. I'll see you guys on Thursday for the next part of Van Helsing. Have a good night, everyone, and see ya.